So today I thought of a good way to be more comfortable with my egg-shaped board. I thought maybe doing all the flat ground tricks that I know on this board will help me get better, being comfortable, more confident with it. The board already itself is giving me more performance. I'm seriously loving the shape, but I also have been thinking about going to an 8.75 with this board, because since they make this shape a lot shorter with the wheelbase, I figured having a wider board would make it even better for all my skating. So today we're just gonna do all flat ground tricks that I know, starting with the ollies, nollies, fake ollies, 180s. I also have been thinking about getting new trucks, bro, because I have been getting really into the topic of wheelbase, and I never noticed that each truck makes a difference of which wheelbase you get on the board. Like the most common wheelbase on the board is 14.25. On this egg-shaped board is actually 14.0. So the trucks I've been thinking about going back to are Thunder trucks. My Venture trucks have been really a lot of fun, but after watching a bunch of YouTube videos about how they make a difference when you're skating, it's crazy. I'll get into that topic when I get my new trucks. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but they're gonna be Thunders, hollow lights. I think I still might have my old ones, bro, but I never really skated them. But I'm not fully sure. I had to check because I did donate a bunch of trucks and a bunch of boards to Cuba. I donated a lot of my stuff, a lot of my extra skateboarding stuff to Cuba, but it's better that someone's using it rather than it's just sitting there, you know? But anyways, let's go to Craig right now and let's get all these tricks down.
Yo, so honestly, after watching all these clips of me doing the fundamental tricks, I noticed that I was really struggling, and I didn't want it to seem like I was complaining, but I did notice that doing tricks on certain trucks really do make a difference. I was watching a bunch of videos on it and I was like, there's no way, but there's some that are close to the toe, sorry, not the toes, what the fuck, close to the tail and nose, and some that are more inward inside the board, and the ones that are more inward inside the board make like the board be more responsive with your pop, flicking, and all that other stuff. So looking back at that now, watching all those videos made me think like, man, I didn't know that kind of stuff was going to make a huge difference, you know? So looking at these clips now, I'm just like, they say Venture trucks are very close to the nose and tail, and I could see why I had to put so much power into popping the board. Like these Showits right here are just kind of like ghost pop and stuff like that. You don't really see the tail touching the floor or anything like that. And right here, I tried doing switch ollies, and I noticed that like I wasn't even popping, even though I was doing my best to pop the board really hard. I was putting some power, but I felt like the pop was so delayed, and I was just kind of like, whatever, I'm gonna go to the next trick, and I started doing some fakey tricks right here. After that, I ended up going to half caps, and I was just kind of like really disappointed because I felt like my pop was just, like I said before, being delayed and whatnot. And I had to put so much power into it. I only got like one good half cap where I land on the truck, and then right there where I land on the truck, just kind of pivot the rest. And I was just kind of embarrassed by that because like, who doesn't want their tricks to be popped, you know? So my first idea for this video was doing all the fundamental tricks on my new egg-shaped board, but then before that, I was watching a bunch of videos about how Venture trucks and Thunder trucks and all other trucks make a difference when it comes to board shape, board size, and wheelbase, especially wheelbase. I was very convinced that it does really make a difference, and I was watching a bunch of videos, like I said earlier, how Thunders really give you a good performance when you're turning, you're popping, being more responsive, and how Venture trucks are very close to the tail and nose. Even though I got symmetrical tail, it's very, very hard, and you need more power to pop your board when you have Venture trucks on. Here I was going back to doing my switch ollies, nollies, and nollies 180s, but I just couldn't get out of my head how much of a difference it makes what trucks you have on your board. I didn't want to say anything before because I did felt that difference in the past with these trucks, but I didn't want to be complaining. But now after watching all those videos, it makes a lot of sense.
So during this something has been really bothering me that I've noticed a big difference in my skating. So remember how I told you guys I was thinking about going back to skating Thunder trucks? I've been doing a lot of research on it, and you know, there's a bunch of videos like Thunders versus Ventures, Thunders versus Independence, or whatever. So all those videos that I seen, everyone always chooses Thunders. I used to ride Thunders a while ago when I was like first started skating. You know, that's when I was just like not really into like, oh, I don't care what setup I have as long as I have a board. Getting older and getting more into the skating and learning a lot new tricks, learning a lot new things about skating, I discovered like, this is what I need for my setup, this is what I want for my setup, this is this and that. And I came to terms that like I want to go back to riding Thunder trucks, because a lot of the videos I was watching about it, they were saying that how the Thunder trucks are more in the board rather than out, and the Venture trucks are really out close to the nose and tail of the board, so you have to give it more power to pop the board. I want to talk about that more when I get the Thunder trucks. Those nollie tricks and the switch trick, the switch ollie and the nollies, I never used to have problems with those. I would never get ghost pop from those. And to be honest, I never tried switch or nollies on Venture trucks. Like I said, I was doing tricks that I haven't done on this board. Also, those are tricks like I don't even practice for shit. So what I want to do now is I want to pick up some Thunder trucks, probably online, or I'm gonna see if my local skate shop has them, and that's gonna be my next video. Because check this out. Oh, obviously my board has Venture trucks. This is my little brother's board that I got him for his birthday a while ago, and they have Thunder trucks. I was just kind of messing with it. It's a size 8. I was just kind of messing with it earlier, and I was just like, since I'm gonna get Thunder trucks, like, let me see if I can tell a difference. Obviously, it's super fucking loose. I was like, just try an ollie, and I got like a very good response. I barely popped that, and it still popped. Like I'm barely popping it, and the response on it's really good. So I'm just like, fuck, bro, that's crazy. I didn't think trucks really made a difference like that in skating, but it really does, you know? Especially the wheelbase too. Wheelbase in trucks is like a very big part of a setup. The next time y'all see me, I'm gonna add Thunder trucks to my setup now. I'm gonna keep the Ventures, probably give them to a friend, sell them or whatever. And then I wanna come back to doing all the tricks that I know on my board. Peace.